What's poppin', y'all? Today we're at KROWN, and today we're going to be getting my car oil sprayed for the winter time. So as you can see, the snow is starting to come down and salt is going to start going down on the roads, which is not good for bare metal on cars. So I've taken it now today to KROWN to get this car oil sprayed, so that way it's well protected for the winter time when I'm driving it. So yeah, this is my daily driver, and this is really how you protect your car very well against rust in the winter time. And also, if you do have rust, the KROWN oil spray can do a really good job at preventing further rusting, and it can also help remove some of the rust that's already there. So today I'm really going to try and show you how they do their process. So right here you can see their pricing, and this is in Canadian dollars. And what makes KROWN better than a traditional undercoating is it's thinner, so it gets into all the tiny cracks that a traditional undercoating doesn't. So as you can see, this guy's just going to go ahead and put my car into the first station, which is where the car just waits to get kind of prepped to be oil sprayed. So you can see it going into that first station right now, and it's just going to hang out there. And then where that pickup truck is, that's the second station where the oil spray actually happens. And then they have a third station where they wash off your car from any excess oil that they leave on it. And one thing I should mention is this is something that you do want to get done about every year. But yeah, as you can see, there's my car moving to the second station where it will finally get its oil coating from KROWN, and the techs are just going to go and spray everything that would and could rust on the car. And as you're going to see pretty soon, they're going to put up the car so that way they can get underneath and spray any underneath of the car that they need to access. So you might be wondering, what is KROWN oil spray? So KROWN is designed to slow down or inhibit corrosion on vehicles. It is a petroleum-based product with rust inhibitors containing no solvents, so it's totally safe for your paint. In fact, KROWN is known to be environmentally safe, has no toxins, is non-flammable, so you're not catching on fire, it's non-reactive, non-corrosive, so there's no rust, and can be sprayed in any weather, so you can get this stuff applied any time of the year, just like I am, and it remains active. You just should apply this stuff once a year. That is key to keeping rust off your vehicle. But you can see them just going to work underneath my car, just coating absolutely everything. Yeah, they just did a really good job at making sure everything gets oiled up. So some people wonder, how long will this oil drip off my car, and will it drip off my car? And yes, this oil spray will drip off your car, so I recommend parking on the street or putting down a tarp like I did after, and generally for the first 2 days it will drip the most. And all that dripping is the excess product that isn't needed on the car. It's just coming off. So don't be worried if you see it coming off and you see some dripping after you get it done. That's totally a normal part of this process. It's just extra oil that doesn't need to be on the car dripping down. So yeah, I just laid out a tarp. That's the way I do it. Or you can park on the street. Whatever way you do, there's no wrong way. So another question is, how does the KROWN actually work? So it is sprayed in every corner of the vehicle, as you're seeing, and as it contacts the metal, it lifts moisture out of the seams, and it continues to repel the moisture using a resistant bond on the surface of metal. So it basically removes any moisture from your metal so it can't rust, and then it waterproofs it. So it's the best of both things. So some people wonder, when's the best time to have your car sprayed, and honestly, you just want to apply it anytime and just apply it once a year. That's the most important thing, because it will come off over time from driving, but as long as you apply it once a year, you'll have no issues with rust. So some people worry about washing their car after the oil spray is done, but they wash your car immediately after they do the rust spray. So it's totally fine for you to wash your car. I would probably let it sit like a week or a few days just to let the oil sit for as long as possible before you do any washing. But regardless, yeah, they're saying that you can't, even if you use soap and water, their oil shouldn't come off. So that is good news for your car, and that's what keeps the oil rust away. So I would definitely recommend you doing this. If you have a 3G especially, you should definitely do this because these cars get destroyed from rust in the winter. Mine isn't perfect, but it's pretty rust free, and this has really helped it out. So I would definitely recommend you doing this if you're in Canada or you're in any place that gets a lot of snow. Another thing is they're gonna ask you if you want to get your car like drilled or not, and it's so like they can access certain parts. For my car specifically, the 3G, I didn't get the doors drilled. They were able to do it without drilling, so I don't know if that will help your decision if you don't want them to drill it. Like I didn't want them to drill mine, but yeah, that's another thing. So you might be wondering, well, my car might be rusty already, so is it even worth it to get KROWN? And yeah, it is, because if you do have rust, it works the same way. KROWN is absorbed into what's ever corroding already and pushes out any moisture that's there, so it will slow down the corrosion that's already happening. So you might be wondering what makes KROWN different from other rust protection services out there. So many companies use coating products that are designed to cover other areas that are susceptible to rust. These products may look nice, but they do not provide the adequate protection against corrosion. For example, these types of coatings can be breached by abrasion or chipping, and when this happens, moisture enters under the coating and can become trapped in the vehicle surface, which is very counterintuitive because that's exactly how you get rust. In this situation, the coating will actually accelerate corrosion rather than prevent it. KROWN, by comparison, is self-healing and is constantly creeping, remaining active to continuously repel moisture and keep it away from the metal surface. In addition, unlike undercoating type products, KROWN penetrates into even the tightest seams and spot welds, delivering a much more effective and comprehensive protection than a traditional undercoating. One final difference is the added benefit that KROWN offers of lubricating many moving parts of the vehicle, such as door locks, brake cables, power antennas, etc. Coating products cannot do this. So the techs finished with oil spraying my car and they just backed it out, and now they're just going to pull it around so they can give it a little wash to make sure any excess oil isn't staying on the car. So it looks like they just spray a little degreaser all over the car, and that should just loosen any excess oil that they might have gotten on the car, I guess, and it probably helps with the paint before they decide to hit it with a foam cannon. So here's the most satisfying part of the video, just getting everything all soapy, and yeah, no, you just enjoy that. And you might be wondering, if this stuff is so good, then why do I have to get it every year? And to ensure that your vehicle is adequately protected, it is essential to have a treatment every single year, especially these days with extremely aggressive road chemicals that are used for de-icing the roads. You need to come in for treatment every year to make sure that your vehicle is protected and that all the necessary spots that may get rust have rust prevention chemicals applied. Another thing you might be wondering is what's the difference between getting KROWN and getting a traditional undercoating. And undercoating is an old technology designed to cover the exposed surfaces of your vehicle with a wax or tar-based coating. While these undercoating products look good at a glance, they're truly not effective in protecting your vehicle. Undercoating products do not have the ability to creep and penetrate into seams, spot welds, and other hard to access areas of your vehicles like KROWN will. These tend to be the areas that rust is more likely to form. Also, these coatings wear, crack, and become damaged, and they can trap the moisture, which again rusts your metal surfaces and accelerates corrosion. Many people classify KROWN as an undercoating or rust-proofing product, but KROWN's unique formulation is able to protect your vehicles in ways that traditional undercoating cannot. So now that the tech's done with soaping and scrubbing off the car, now he's just going to give it a quick power wash to make sure that there's no soap on the car. And there you go, the car is all done, it's all undercoated and it's all clean, and you're ready to go home. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this service. Thank you to KROWN for doing such a great job. I appreciate the work that you guys do. And yeah, no, I would definitely recommend you getting this done for your vehicle in order to protect it from these harsh winters. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.